When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome everyone to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy midshipmen. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Navy midshipmen. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Navy's offense takes the field. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Navy will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wants to bring it back. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So Notre Dame's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had the...
Coming out aggressively. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wilson on the carry. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be legal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes.
He's going for the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The give to the fullback. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Handoff to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, trying to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense?
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. They'll run for it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from... Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Gonna run it. It's James. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on 3rd down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, you try to sneak a run in, and This drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense. And now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish back on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Might be changing the route. Smith wants to throw. Under fire. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They've got a first down here to open the period. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. To the air, it's Wilkins. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Open space at the 25. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. 5 fires to the tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run.
Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first game.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football.
He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're setting up the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got a leg. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. Fires left. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. The quick out. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Smith dropping to pass. Backs looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Notre Dame 35, Navy 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Number 11, on to punt it away.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Smith wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Wants to fire on second down. Pocket breaking down. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Middleton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking deep. Working that left side. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And here comes the Navy offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes him talk to the hand, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Just got one on that last run, now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. The RPO, fire complete to the left. At the 45, on his way. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Now they'll run the draw. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Looking for a push on 4th down. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. Nice move to keep running. There he goes. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They want to run this quarterback. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Give to the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Let's go. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 8 with the carry.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come. one. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. And Navy will go back on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. The option look. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Navy now facing third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal.
On the play. First and goal, Notre Dame.
They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost.
The Sneak scores it. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the run, it's James. And there was nowhere to go. Stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Breaking news, they score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Navy offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here come the Irish back on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
The throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First play of the drive, wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Navy might want to catch this defense sneaking up on 2nd and inches. Here comes the option. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Navy will have to punt it away. Nestles it in at the 35. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now it's second and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Right back to the well. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all off season. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.